Before the miracle, there was silence. Not the peaceful kind, but the heavy kind. The kind that lingers unanswered in prayers. The kind that stretches across generations. For centuries, the people of Israel had been waiting for a voice, waiting for a sign, waiting for God to speak again. But heaven was quiet. Prophets once spoke with fire. Kings once trembled at God's words. Miracles once shook nations. But now nothing. No visions, no declarations, no thunder from heaven. For 100 years of silence. And yet, hope refused to die. Jerusalem lived under occupation. Roman banners waved where prayers once rose freely. Foreign soldiers patrolled streets meant for pilgrims. Every face carried the same unspoken question. When will God act? Parents whispered promises to their children at night. Old men recalled prophecies from memory. Women prayed while grinding grain. A deliverer was coming. They believed it. But belief grows heavy when time stretches on. And then there was her. Not a ruler, not a priest, not a teacher. A woman the world would easily overlook. Her name was Anna. Anna belonged to the tribe of Asher, a name rarely spoken, a tribe long forgotten. Her life did not begin in prophecy. It began in simplicity, marriage, routine, hope for a future like everyone else. Her husband died after only 7 years of marriage. 7. A number that once symbolized completion now marked her heartbreak. She could have returned home. She could have remarried. Instead, she chose the temple, not as an escape, but as a calling. Days became months, months became years, years became decades. While others passed through the temple briefly, Anna remained. She fasted, she prayed, she waited. Not passively, but faithfully. One ordinary morning, history shifted. A young man named Joseph walked beside a young woman named Mary. They were poor, tired, quiet. And in Mary's arms, a baby. No crown, no entourage, no announcement, just a child. They carried the offering of the poor, 2 birds. The law required it, nothing more, nothing less. To the world, this child was invisible. To heaven, he was everything. The temple buzzed with activity, prayers overlapped, footsteps echoed, rituals continued as they had for centuries. No one noticed the baby, except 2 people. One was Simeon, the other was Anna. Something stirred within her. Not emotion, not curiosity. Recognition. Her spirit awakened. Decades of waiting suddenly made sense. She looked at the child. And she knew. This was not imagination. This was not hope playing tricks on her heart. This was certainty. The Messiah had come. She praised God, right there in the temple. Not quietly, not cautiously, but boldly. Her voice carried through the courts. The silence of centuries shattered. She spoke to anyone who would listen, not with authority, not with status, but with truth. This child is the redemption of Jerusalem. The promise had arrived. Mary listened. She stored these words in her heart. She did not yet understand everything, but heaven was confirming its plan. And just like that, the moment passed. No trumpet blast, no heavenly choir, just an old woman who saw what others missed. Life continued, but history had already changed. Anna's waiting had not been wasted. She did not chase recognition. She did not write her own legacy. She simply testified to truth. And that was enough. Anna's story is not ancient history, it is a mirror. Because many people today are still waiting for answers, waiting for healing, waiting for God to move. Waiting can feel like silence, but silence does not mean absence. Anna teaches us that faithfulness is not loud, it is persistent. She teaches us that God often reveals his greatest moments to those who remain when others leave. Anna never preached a sermon, never led an army, never ruled a nation, yet her moment echoes through eternity, because she recognized God when he appeared quietly. If you are waiting today, do not leave the temple of faith. Do not stop praying. Do not stop believing. Because the same God who remembered Anna has not forgotten you. Sometimes the greatest miracles arrive quietly, and only those who wait recognize them.